Suffering builds character. That's the lie we've all been sold. That pain is necessary, that your suffering has some kind of hidden meaning. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. All suffering is meaningless. Think about it. Humans have been suffering since the beginning of time. Wars, betrayal, famine, heartbreak, slavery, loss. If suffering really had meaning, if it actually built us, we'd be gods by now. The most enlightened, unbreakable beings in existence. But we're not. We're still crying over the same heartbreaks, fighting the same wars, grinding in jobs we hate, breaking down over the same insecurities. Nothing changed. Suffering didn't teach us, it just recycled itself. People say pain makes you stronger. That's wrong. Pain just hurts. Strength doesn't come from pain. It comes from healing, from support, from growth, from the people who catch you when you fall. You don't learn to appreciate food because you starved. You appreciate it because food tastes good. You don't learn to value love through heartbreak. You learn it when love actually shows up.
Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times.
This quote, hard times create strong men create good times. It's cap. History doesn't work like that. Hard times mostly just create trauma, PTSD, cycles of abuse, entire generations carrying scars they never asked for. Pain doesn't automatically build strength. Most of the time, it just breaks you. If suffering had meaning, then war should have made humanity wise. But we've had thousands of wars, millions of deaths, endless bloodshed, yet we're still at it, still blowing each other's brains out, still fighting over land, religion, and resources. Where's the lesson in that? And don't even get me started on heartbreak. Every rom-com and sad song tries to tell you, you had to get your heart broken to understand love. No, you didn't. You didn't need to get cheated on, ghosted, or left on red to value intimacy. That wasn't a lesson, that was just pain. Babies prove this. They don't need to suffer to laugh. They don't need trauma to feel joy. They're proof that happiness can exist without pain. So why do we glorify suffering? Why do we pretend it's some noble thing? Simple, because it's useful for control.
Take me to the dock in El Paso. I'll get you your freedom. No, please.
Religion tells you suffering is holy. Your pain is God's plan. Your work culture tells you grinding is noble. Your hard work, your suffering, will surely pay off. You'll be just like Elon in a couple years. $400 million, $400 billion. Politics tells you sacrifice is patriotic. Your suffering protects freedom. Notice this, the meaning they attach to suffering always benefits them and not you.
God, credit, bless, love, the realest. My thugs, my niggas, drugs and killers. How you hate me with a smile, my nigga. You foul, my nigga. You turn love into a cow, my nigga. Hey, Pop, I did it. The block, I slid it. You hating, I figured. No sleep on my pillow. You broke in the bum. The worst of the scum was dapping your son. He know how I won. You see how I come. You see how I'm clutch. The only of us.
The universe doesn't reward pain. There's no cosmic scoreboard adding points for every tear you cry, every night you starve, every L you take. Pain doesn't grant wisdom. It doesn't give you clarity. It doesn't make your joy more real. Now, don't get me wrong. You can choose to find meaning in what happened to you. You can take a bad situation and flip it, reframe it, make it art, use it as motivation. But that's not because suffering had meaning. That's because you gave it meaning. The pain itself, hollow, empty, pointless. We lie to ourselves to make the pain feel worth it. We tell ourselves it was necessary, but deep down, we all know the truth. If we could have skipped it, we would have. Nobody chooses cancer. Nobody signs up for heartbreak. Nobody wants war. Because suffering doesn't give, it only takes. Your suffering is not a badge. It's not holy. It's not destiny. All suffering is meaningless. To answer your question, babies should go to heaven.